Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, back to preview for you the reels that have recently arrived in my shop for service, and those that I'll be working on this week, and those where hopefully we'll have an opportunity to do some videos to show you how to take apart and service these reels. Well, the first one you're looking at, you've probably seen before. It is the Cast King Megatron. It's a reel that I purchased a while ago. It's one that I have been committed to servicing and have not. And this time around we will do it, and we will have the video for that. I just went out and got the schematic for that. It's available on the Cast King site if you're looking for Cast King schematics. And I do commit to doing this fishing reel and showing everybody how it's serviced. Well, the first one comes in from Mark. Mark is in Delaware. I just had the opportunity to open up this package. Mark said he would like me to restore this reel. This is a Penn Pier 209. And, well, it's missing its line guide mechanism, its assembly. So he has included it in the box. He told me he got that from mysticparts.com. And if I could go ahead and be so good as to service that for him, I will. And I will try to get that one done. And, well, it should be simple enough that the other videos should suffice. But if it doesn't, maybe I'll do a video on it if something looks like it gets complicated. Next one else comes from Michael. Michael is in New Jersey. And Michael dropped these off, which was kind of him. And he also gave me one of these. I love this one, the Zebco D-Lyre. And it's a little scale. It goes up to 8 pounds. I thought it was one of the originals, but when we turned it around, I found out it's made in China. He said that he was able to order these online as a great little memory. Thought I would like to have one and included it with me. Well, the two reels that he's given me to service is a Shimano Bait Runner. This is the Bait Runner 4500. It's a treasure. Anybody who has these reels certainly knows what I'm talking about, knows that it's a beloved reel that, well, you just want to keep fishing, and for the most part you can. He does tell me that occasionally the anti-reverse is skipping. So that may be a case where we got some grease and dirt and the like on that reel, and we'll try to do our best to clean that one up. Interestingly, I just got a notice today, another person asking me about my reel services, and said they have this reel in the 3500 series. They're encountering the same issue. The second one he said he picked up locally. It was $5. It's a Mitchell 300A. It's got the problem with the bail release. The bail is just not flipping. It appears to be a spring or that's either broken or misset. We'll get on top of that, and we'll make sure that Michael gets these reels done and back to him so he can take those fishing. Well, if you like these types of videos, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see how these reels are serviced, how they come apart, learn a little bit about their histories, when they were made, how they were made, what purposes they serve, and more importantly, the step-by-step instructions for how to take them apart, repair issues, and service them, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use that notification button. That will let you know when I'm posting, and well, you can make a determination as to whether that's something you would like to watch. Next one comes in from Brian, also from New Jersey. Brian is sending me a couple of the Levelmatics, it looks like. We have the Levelmatic 940, and we have a pair of Levelmatic 940s. So it's been a while since I've done these videos. These are Penn's, probably their only attempt at a round bait caster that is like the Abu Ambassadors. These have been used. You can see a lot of film on here, and for the most part those can be tuned up relatively easily, and well, we'll see what we can do to get these back to Brian and help him honestly keep him fishing off our shores here in New Jersey. Well, the last one comes in from Bobby. We've seen a lot of the reels that I do for Bobby. Bobby is a reel collector, and I guess he's also a reel enthusiast. He likes to find all kinds of interesting reels, and a lot of times he'll service those reels himself, and then sometimes, well, he sends them on to me, either because they look a little intimidating or maybe he doesn't have the parts or things like that, and I try to help him out to either get these reels to the point where he can keep them fishing, or maybe they're collectible. In this case, he's giving me a whole bunch of reels that need handles. And I guess we're going to take two looks at these reels. One of the looks is, can we even find a handle for them? And then the second one is going to be, is it repairable? So let's just take a look at some of these. These look like they came in a grab bag or a parts lot or something. I'm trying to see what this one even is. All right, so this is the Genesis. I believe that's a Zebco reel, made in China, and it's not moving. So handle or not. What I like to do with these, and I do appreciate Bobby sending them in, is that why the reel failed. So we may do a couple of videos here. We'll take it apart. We'll see why that reel failed. If we can get it going again, what we will do is we will certainly try to make that one, get that one a second chance, find a handle for it. If we can't, well, then we know a little bit more about it. These are the interesting ones that he sends me. I'm not even quite sure who these are. This is a Shakespeare LX3. Again, needs a handle. And when you do these, before you start thinking about going finding a handle, do the basic tests. And this is good for flea markets and other places where you might find reels. Even though you don't have the handle, turn the reel. Make sure that it's going up and down from an oscillation. Turn the reel and make sure that it's got a bail trip. This one's a little lazy, but it does trip. And, well, we'll see what we can do there. Looks like Bobby's found a whole bunch of interesting ones that I don't see every day in the shop. This one's called a Mudville. Let's see now. If I remember my storylines, that's where Casey at the Bat was from, right? The Mudville 9. This is a Catmaster. It's missing the handle. There's a lot more going on than that. This is probably going to be a why did this reel fail project as well. A Mudville. Okay, then we have a Catchmaster. This one looks like an older Shakespeare kind of a design. It's not. And I don't know much about the Catchmaster, so if anybody knows this reel, let me tell me a little bit about the information on it, and we'll see what we can do. It seems to be running fine, just missing that handle. This handle seems to have a two-stage handle. It might be a Shakespeare handle, might be able to fit that. Again, you want to do the tests, and here we go. We have no oscillation on that spool. So there's something broken in there that's beyond just missing a handle. So make sure you appropriately test all of the reels you're considering purchasing before you go out and spend good money on it to find out that, well, something else was wrong other than just missing the handle. A lot of times, you know, you'll be fooled. You'll just take a quick look at this. You'll spin it. It sounds like it spins okay. And then you'll find out when you've got to put the handle on that you have no oscillation. This is a nice reel. I've worked on this reel several times. This is a Berkeley Fusion reel. It's very much like a Penn Battle. It's a very nice reel overall. This one's missing the handle as well. This one seems to have a through handle, and we might be able to find one for this. Again, you want to test, make sure that everything's working in that reel, but I think we might be able to give that one a second chance. And then we have a big Contender. This is also a Shakespeare. Again, a parts reel. You're missing too much here to make this anything to do with being able to be repaired. You're missing the bail system. You're missing the adjuster knob. You're missing the handle. The reel's just not worth putting any money into that whatsoever. All right, two more. This actually looks like a nice Shakespeare. So interesting story I have with this one. It's a Shakespeare. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's a small one. I guess it's just called Shakespeare. It's the GX220. Beautiful pond reel. Missing the handle. So here's the story. It's not a nice one. I was buying some flea market reels. I found a reel that was in a Penn Fierce bubble wrap, and it was a store return. You know how these returns show up on in these big baskets at the flea markets. One of these came in, I don't know where, probably from Walmart, and it represented itself as a Penn Fierce I suspect what happened with this one was that somebody knew that these were look-alike reels, even though this is a Shakespeare. They purchased the Penn reel, opened up the container, took the Penn reel out, put the Shakespeare reel back in, returned the reel, and well, it found its way to returns. This one's working nice. It's not a bad reel, but it's not a Penn either. So there you go. All right, let's see if we can find a handle for that. Looks like Bobby has one more in here. This is the older one. This is the Pro Touch, yes? I think this is the Shakespeare Pro Touch. It's the 2260. If it's not, it's close enough. This is one of the first graphite reels that Penn made. It says so right on the cap. And this is a real workhorse. This kind of predated the big Alpha reels, or that Contender that you just saw. You can see how the case design changed over time. This was just a big, excuse me, block kind of formatted graphite reel. One of the first to go from a metal case to that. I might have a handle for this one, Bobby. Well, looks like some interesting projects there. We'll do a couple of these on why did the reels fail. We'll try and find a couple of handles for him. I don't know if I did the video on the Fusion, but the Fusion is a nice reel. We'll see if I can do that one. And, well, we'll see some cases like why did this reel fail as videos. I think you can learn as much from the failures as you can from the successes. We'll get around to those. We'll do those videos. And again, one of the best things for you would be to subscribe to my channel if you want to see those, because if you subscribe and hit the notification button, you will see when I'm posting them, and you can make a decision as to whether you want to watch it. You can see there's a great variety in the reels that I service. It's always fun to work on different reels. It's always fun to share with you what I know about the reels and reel repair. Before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, rescue, EMT, everybody involved in a career in the public good, and for those that are working every day to keep us well and out of harm's way. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day.